Hey y'all, happy Thursday. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm so excited to come before you today just to encourage your heart. That's what I come to do. That's what part of my assignment, is to encourage others and to help uplift others. Um, and so God put it in my spirit last night uh, how to give clothes. And I'm like, okay, because I know I just talked about from heartbreak to healing a couple of weeks ago and how to get over a breakup, but I believe that God wants to me to touch on how to give yourself closure again because it's somebody that's holding on when you need to let go. Somebody holding on and having a hard time letting go. And so I come to encourage you today. If that's you, I just want to decree and declare and prophesy over your mind, over your heart, over your life. And I decree and declare that you begin to see yourself from this point on. You begin to see yourself through the eyes of God. I decree and declare that the sleepless nights, the insomnia will go away, that you'll begin to rest, that there will be rest for your soul, that you'll be able to let go, that you will have the strength, that the healing power of the Holy Spirit begin to flow through your mind, body, soul, and spirit, and may the power under the power of the and the authority of the Holy Spirit, may this soul tie begin to weaken and break so that you can move forward because God is trying to get you somewhere and this thing been holding you, it's been having you. And I pray that God will begin to touch those abandonment wounds and those wounds of unworthiness in you right now. I decree and declare healing and wholeness for you and for your mind and for your life so that you can let go in order to move forward. Because you're waiting on something that still ain't gonna help, ain't gonna make you feel no better. You're waiting on an apology, you're waiting and you're delaying your healing. You're waiting on an apology you may never get. Don't delay your healing waiting on an apology you may never get. You gotta learn how to give yourself closure. You don't need the apology. You don't need what you think you need in order to move forward. And I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I've been where it was hard for me to sleep. Where I was very disappointed behind a breakup, and God brought it to my memory because I've been saying that I got ghosted, but He brought it to my memory. You've been telling people you done got ghosted for how long? He tried to break up with me before because I want to let you know that I've been where you are, and I understand, and I could feel him pulling away. I could feel him pulling away. You know how it is when you feel a shift in the energy. Uh, if you had those codependency issues like I had, then that makes you chase. It's like I can feel you pulling away from me. Where you going? What's going on? And so when I asked him, "What's up?" Like I can feel a shift in your energy. What's going on? He was like, I got to work on me. They don't want to hurt our feelings. I got to work on me right now. I got to focus on me. And so that was that wasn't good enough for me. Because I felt like I done gave my all to you, and this wasn't the plan. We were supposed to be, doing things together. We made plans of what we was gonna do, with each other. And so now all of a sudden you talking about you got to work on you. Hold on now, wait a minute. And so that was a big disappointment because it was something that this situationship was coming to teach. And so you got to look at what this thing was coming to teach you. See, that was training for me. That was training just on how to let people go. When they say they want to go, let them go. Don't be trying to convince them to stay. And so I'm like, that's when the paragraphs start coming. Like, I did this for you, I did that for you. What you mean? You finna leave me. And nothing that I realize is nothing that he could have told me that would make me feel justified. That would justify me feeling slighted, because I felt slighted because, like I say, that wasn't the plan. We supposed to been together. We supposed to been together. That ain't what we talked about. And so now you trying to walk away from me. And so there would have been no perfect apology for how I was feeling. The disappointment. There was nothing he could have said that would have been good enough to me at that time for me to just let him go like that. And so then that's when, I started writing the paragraphs and stuff like that and trying to, prove my worth and explain, like, hoping that you understand that I gave my all to you, hoping that would make him stay. No, that's not gonna make him stay. Me saying that I gave him my all. Um, and so then he started to cry because it's like, okay, I done told you, pretty much that it's over. So now you're not accepting it. So now I gotta crumb you. Now I gotta ignore you. So sometimes, it's not that we didn't got ghosted. Sometimes we force people to crumb us because when they say they want to let go, we don't want to let them walk away. We want to try to hold on. No, let people go. When they say they want to leave, let them go. And yeah, sometimes, they don't. Some people don't even give you that. Some people don't even give you a weak, explanation. They just disappear. And so that's whack too. But when somebody tell you pretty much break up with you, as bad as it may feel, as disappointed as you may feel, as much as you feel like you gave to them, you got to accept that and respect it. Because at this point now you start to look weak when you start trying to chase. And I was looking weak, baby. I was looking weak. I was very depressed behind that. And I was drunk texting, just boosting his ego, had him think he was a king on the throne. I would drunk text and be like, so you know that you're not alone. You're not the only one looking weak. You ain't the only one that ever looked weak. I would drunk text and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, to reach out. I know, I'm just having a hard time letting you go. And he like, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Of course, I'm fluffing his ego up. He like, yeah, that's okay. Of course, it's okay. I'm looking weak. I'm having a hard time letting you go. I'm just so sorry. And I'm like, this can't be me no more. I'm looking weak out here. Lord, heal me for real. So I ain't gonna be out here doing this here now, trying to convince people and looking weak. Time I just couldn't resist, reaching out to you, forgive me, just, when you like somebody so much, it's hard to let them go. Looking weak. But that was training for me though. That was training. So, like I said in my From Heartbreak to Healing series, sometimes you got to get left in the cold so you can learn how to warm yourself up. That was training for me to learn how to warm myself up so that if anybody ever want to walk out of my life, I know how to let them go. So I learned how to, develop a healthy relationship with me. I learned how to love on me. I learned how to fill my own cup. So when you walk away, you ain't taking nothing from me. See, it's when we don't know how to give ourselves what we feel like they were giving us that we have a hard time letting go, and we feel like we need closure. But as you begin to mature, how you doing? As I want to lose my train of thought. As we begin to mature, we begin to see uh the situation from a higher perspective. As we mature in God and we begin to heal our wounds, we begin to recognize, you know, that part that we played in this whole situation. Because a lot of times, sometimes, this situation shouldn't even never begin. You know, when you start looking back, you realize I shouldn't have never even had a conversation with them. I shouldn't even allow them into my energy. And so it's important for you to get the lesson. If you don't get the lesson from this situation, it's gonna be hard for you to let go, and it's gonna be hard for you to accept um, them walking away from you or them ghosting you. But once you start healing and you recognize that they wouldn't, they're not good for you, and it's not a good fit for you, you can let them go in love. You can let them go in love because you know you don't need them. You do not need them. You do not need the apology. You do not need the perfect explanation to move forward. All you need is God, and all you need to do is learn from that situation. What this relationship, what this situationship come to teach me? What is my lesson in this? And that's for you to look at it. That's for you to answer and think about it and look at it and dissect. What did it come to teach you about you? What did it come to teach you about the type of people that you choose? What did it come to teach you? Because once you heal that, then you'll stop choosing emotionally unavailable people. You'll stop choosing emotionally unavailable. See, when you stop choosing emotionally unavailable, you'll be able to recognize it in the future when you move forward. When you move forward, you say, oh, now I've seen this before. Now, you move with caution. You move with caution. You move with wisdom. You recognize that your energy and your heart ain't for you as you begin to mature and as you begin to heal. And you're more careful with who you allow into your energy because you know how deep you love and you know how loyal you are and how much you give. And you recognize that this ain't for everybody. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how much money you make. If you don't have the quality that will allow this relationship to be mutually beneficial, I can't open myself up to this energy. So it's important to get to know who you're talking to. It's important to not move too fast. That was my lesson. That's what helped me to get closure. Because first of all, it's nothing you gonna say that's gonna give me closure. Let me heal. What made me allow you into my energy in the first place? So I learned that I move too fast. I learned that I believe words before I saw action. That was my lesson. What is yours? I learned that I was in love with who I thought he was and not who he really was uh, because of my desperation. So now I move with caution. Now I'm careful who I allow into my space. I'm careful who I give conversations to, even conversation, because my energy and my heart is a safe, and I can't get a combination in it. So, what is your list? And then there's some healing exercises that you can do. The mind is very powerful. You know how we manifest abundance, we manifest different things. You know how they say you got to see it before you see it. Well, you can do a little healing exercise where you um, visualize and heal yourself energetically concerning the situation. Or write a letter to them. If it's something you feel like you want to say, but they ain't even responding to you, write a letter to get that energy out. Write a letter to them. Everything that you would like to say to them, write that there. And it's an exercise I used to do. I used to visualize him apologizing to me. Because the mind, the imagination, it's like it's real, to the imagination. What you think, what you see is like it's happening for real. That's why they say when you visualize and you try to manifest, allow yourself to feel and act as if it's already happened. And you can heal yourself energetically without having to actually hear from them. See yourself forgiving them as you healing them, whatever healing exercise you want. See yourself forgiving them. I forgive you. See their face. I forgive. And keep doing it. Like, as you release, do some affirmations. I am turning the page. I am letting go. I am moving forward. With I am strong. The only thing I need is God. The only person I need is God. Through Christ, I can do all things. Start speaking life. Um, because you don't need, you don't need the apology. It's cool if you get it, but even when you do get it, it still ain't gonna be enough when you feel like you done gave your hours, gave your heart. But once you get this done, then in the future, if you was to ever get walked away from, you are able to let them go. And that's your lesson. That's your lesson. So just be encouraged, y'all, and give yourself love. Forgive. Hey, AJ. What it do, Big Drewski? Thank you for tuning in, AJ. Yeah, so be encouraged. That's what I did. Man, we get the doorknob here. What you mean? Come on, talk to me. What you mean we get the doorknob here? What that mean? Shoot. Man, we get the doorknob here. Explain that to me. You know I gotta know. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear what you say. Tell me what that means. That sounds like one of them old sayings from Grandpa. I ain't never heard that one before, babe. You're gonna have to tell me what that means. Shoot. Man, we get, they are not worth their pain if they can't flow with you. You just gotta keep it pushing. Yeah, you do have to keep it pushing, but in order for you to come to that place where you're able to keep it pushing, because sometimes, a lot of people are stuck. I was once stuck, for a while until I was able to realize that my hit with a good, yeah, hit with a good Lord split, yeah. Um, Once I recognized that my broken self attracted him, then I'm able to move forward because I know that had I been whole, I would not have even allowed, him into my energy. And so, I played a part in this whole, situation here. And you know what? I forgive myself. You know, I forgive myself for allowing him into my energy. I forgive myself for not knowing no better. I forgive myself for, how I saw myself. I was in survival mode. I was just trying to, look for love in all the wrong places, and I let the wrong energy into me. But that I needed that lesson, and I'm so grateful for the lesson. I learned how to be grateful for the lesson. Turn that loss into a lesson. That's a lesson for you going forward. Learn how to warm yourself up. You know, be more wiser, and who you choose. Be more wise in who you entertain. Be more wise because that could be detrimental to your spirit, your mental health. You know, who you allow into your space and how they treat you. Don't let nobody crumb you. You ain't no dog at the master's table. Don't settle for crumbs. Listen, if you can't love me, then hey, keep it moving. But don't try to string me on with no crumbs, with nothing. Because I'm worth more than it. And I deserve love. I deserve mutual love. I know my worth. I know that I'm gonna give you the same love in return. So if you can't open your heart and give your all and be loyal, give that same mutual energy that I'm giving, then see you later. You ain't missing nothing. No more crumbs. Don't settle for crumbs. Don't settle for crumbs. So like I said, when you starving, you'll eat anything. When you starving, you ain't learn how to feed yourself. Once you learn how to feed yourself and fill your own cup, them crumbs is not gonna look like a full course meal like they looking right now. You ain't gonna be so happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Master, for these crumbs. Thank you for responding to my text. I appreciate you, sir. That's what we look like when we settle for crumbs. We look like a slave, you know, happy for crumbs. And now you deserve more than that, baby. You deserve a whole plate. You deserve a full course. You're worth more than crumbs. So don't settle for crumbs. What they say, when Betty Wright say, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. I don't repeat that part. I know that's right. Now, I don't want no piece of man. I don't want a piece of man. That ain't gonna do nothing for me. And I'm willing to wait on the Lord. Yeah, we gotta wait on the Lord. We gotta stop, rushing into situations, and just accepting anything just to have somebody. Now, I will wait. I will wait on you, Lord. So do that healing work. Uh, do that healing work. Hey, Kid Lynn. Yes, girl, we can't settle. Man, that will change your life. You don't accept no anything, baby. No, because it's like, if you're not adding to me, what are you doing in my life? Wisdom is waiting on him to bring the best fit. And like I was saying before, sometimes you need to sit down and heal. You need to heal your soul so you learn how to choose right. You need to heal your soul so that you know how to pick them. Because hey, the picker is off. That picker can be off a little bit because we picking with the wrong motives. We picking for the wrong reasons. Hey, Queen, thank you so much. I tried my best to hear it and catch you. Like, thank you, girl. I sure thank you for rushing the park, girl, and catch me. I'm just somebody, giving myself closure. I understand. Um, get the lesson, and it's gonna help you move forward because you realize I ain't lost nothing. What have you lost? If they didn't treat you right, what did you lose? That's my question to you. If they're not treating you right, if they're not respecting you, if they're giving you crumbs, what are you losing? And what are you holding on to? What you holding on to? Heartbreak, rejection, pain. We have to learn to say no when the wrong one picks you too. That's right. And so that's true. That's very true. Because the situation shift that I'm telling you about, he picked me. And I agreed. Because I was broken. And I knew that I should have never opened my energy to him. But I was so happy, happy that, somebody that's good looking gave me some attention that I was needing, that I felt like I wouldn't get in the marriage. And so I was vulnerable to it in my weakness. And so that's why I say, go sit down and heal. And that's what I've been doing for these past 3-4 years, sitting down and healing because your picker alpha ain't good, girl. You just no. So I'm just growing and learning and enjoying my singleness, enjoying my relationship with God, enjoying my life. And I don't need a man to be happy. I don't need a man to be happy. I don't feel like I'm missing nothing. My worth is any less. No. You gotta heal to that place where, you happy to wait on God because you can't, but I just put the quote of I can't afford another soul tied with the wrong soul. I can't afford it because I know the energy that I put into relationships. And that energy is going to somebody that I like, that I feel like is worthy of me. So I'm reserved to put that energy on me. So yeah, when you recognize, he married, he probably don't have no relationship with God. Um, those are little things that you can say no to right away. You ain't gotta have no conversation with him to see if he good for you. If he got a ring, or if he got a wife, or he don't have no relationship with God. You already know that's our limit because that ain't gonna go. You already know that ain't gonna go right. That's where the true power comes from. When you know that the plus one is a bonus and not a requirement. That's right. That's right. And I really, for me in my life, I believe in God. God is detailed. God is calculated. I believe in divine. appointments and divine connections. And I pray about, anybody, that come, Lord, Father, what you got to say about this? What you think? You know, along with the using wisdom. And when he remove them, after I pray, and I say, show me, Lord, because I like, he got a good conversation, but does he fit the purpose that you have for me? Does he fit where you taking me? Because you can be a good man, but not a good man for me in my life. So I pray about it now. That's what I also learned too. Stop making decisions based on what I want, and remember that it's all about what he want to do in me and through me. And I don't need nobody in my life that's gonna distract me from what God want to do in my life. So yeah, it's gonna be in addition to the love I already had. And I done lost, I done been where, I was codependent on my ex. And so I know what it felt like to be rejected or abandoned by me. And I know I can get through it. I can get through it because I don't need you. I want you. That's the difference. I don't need you. I feel like I needed them in the past. I don't need. I want. So when I give you my time and my energy, this is because I want to, not because I feel like I need. God shows you, but yet you stay because in your mind you forgiven and you believe people do change. And see, my take on that is people do change, but if you hurt me and what you're doing is hurting me, then you can change, but not with me. Until you get it together, you're not finna be hurting me in the process of me waiting on you to change. No, I choose me. You can change, but I don't want you that bad to where I'm finna allow you to break me down, waiting on you to change. No, sir. No, sir. You're not finna break because that's how you're gonna do is get broken down. That's how, I'm telling y'all my dirt and I'm telling y'all how I ended up cheating is because I continued to stay waiting on somebody to change. And while you waiting on them to change and hoping for change and don't know how to love you, you getting broken down because you're not getting what you need from the relationship. And so you're not getting water. So it's only so long you can stay in a relationship that's not watering you, that's not satisfying, and not become somebody else and not become and start doing things that you outside of the will of God. Because you need, when you see something ain't right and something ain't adding to you, you got a choice to make. You're not finna break me down while I'm waiting on you to get it together. My life is too precious. Lifetime time is too short to spend in situations that's not mutual. Life is too short. So once again, you waiting on them to change. So what you holding on to? They go back to the question: what are you holding on to? What is it that you're getting from this situationship that's breaking you down? What are you getting? Because if you don't feel worthy within, deep within, then you'll stay in situations that agree with that belief. Why? What is it? What's going on with me that's allowing me to stay in a situation that don't value me? Stay with a person that don't value, and nobody can value you if they don't value their self. Confusion that's not love nor of God. I can't hold on anymore. Yeah, you gotta let go. Self love is everything. It changed my life. Man, it changed my life. I'm so grateful for it. You do the work, your life will change. You will not hold on to what ain't good for you. Anything that break your spirit, you ain't getting nothing out of that but pain. You ain't get nothing but pain holding on to somebody that don't value you. And like I say, if they don't value themselves, they're not gonna value you. Because when you have self love, you don't hurt people. Or when you know you're hurting them, some people respect you enough to say, you know what? I got to get me together because I got these wounds, that I need to heal. And right now, I need to be by myself because I don't have the capacity to love you. That's maturity. I'm broken right now and I can't give you what you need. Somebody that respect you will say that before they allow their actions to break you down. Thank you, Will. Thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate you. It's always good to see. Great as always. I've got the Amen. So yeah, y'all, ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What is keeping me from letting go? And what was keeping me from being able to let go was feeling like I needed him, feeling like he was my validation. But once I learned how to validate myself, I ain't need him no more. So that's why, on the self-love journey, I say, how can I give myself what I feel like she or he giving me? Kathleen, how can you give yourself what you feel like you getting from him? And when you learn that, you won't feel like you need him no more. It won't be, you know, hard to let go like it is right now. Because he ain't giving what you need anyway. But whatever he do, whenever he do decide to crumb you or whatever, how can you give yourself that so that you don't have to depend on him to give it to you? Because he don't have the capacity to give it to you right now. He broke. So that's something to think about. That's where that healing work come in. And so heal your soul so you can let go. Heal your soul so you can grow. My Lord. So that's how you give yourself closure, by not waiting on them and learning to love yourself and learning to give yourself. But you don't know how to give yourself, which is love, validation, um, nurturing your soul and spirit. I know. I know. It can be very disappointing, but you got to be honest with yourself. It took me a long time. I was telling y'all in my other video, in my walking, when I was doing my affirmation, I had to keep talking to myself and saying, Shay, he did not love you, Shay. Shay, he didn't love you. It was not love. I had to keep saying that. It was not love. When you heal, you got to learn what love is. That's a part of the healing work. What is a healthy love look like? That was not love, but and I had to get that in my spirit. It's not love. It wasn't love. He didn't love you. He didn't love you. He didn't love you. He didn't love you. It wasn't love. You know? Because sometimes we be talking about people love us. No. How you gonna love me and you don't love yourself? You operate for love, not from love. You operating from your pain. So invest into your healing. Put your big girl panties on, fellas. Put your big boy drawers on, and heal your soul. And do the work. Do the work. Your life is worth it. It's worth it. Your healing is what you worth it. You are worth it. You gotta know that. Your whole life gonna change. Your whole life gonna shift because you operate from love and not for love. Do the work. Do the work. What work? The healing work. They're learning new knowledge. They're learning what love is and what love ain't. Learning being self-aware about you and your wounds and what you need to heal. Why you choose and who you choose. What is that? What is that thing within me? Okay. That's that unworthiness. I feel unworthy. I feel like they're the prize and I'm. So now I keep picking based on uh material things and the physical. I feel like I got something just 'cause he look good. I feel like I got something just 'cause he got a nice car or a nice house or a nice job. but he don't have the capacity to love me. And so I can't let him in my energy. Self-love gives you the strength to choose you. Self-love will give you the strength to choose you. Self-love is going to break this cycle of you loving somebody else more than you love yourself. Self-love is going to give you the strength to let go of those things that do not add to your life, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. So, my Lord, anything else y'all want to say before I get out of here? I just came to encourage you. Got to do the work. Get my book From Heartbreak to Healing. Get my book Loving Me. That's the work. I tell y'all the work that I did to heal my soul. It's not hard. It's just you have to be consistent with it. The same way we're consistent in this relationship that ain't good for us. The same way we, serving them. We gotta serve ourselves. Take the same energy, put it into you. You have to. Your life is dependent on it. Your healing is dependent on it. Your wholeness is dependent on it. You matter. Don't neglect yourself. Don't put yourself out. You gotta see yourself as a prize. You worth having too. You worth loving too. Your heart matters. Your feeling matters. And you can't give your goods to people that ain't gonna appreciate it. That don't appreciate it. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. I hope that whoever needed it got it. And just be encouraged. Be encouraged. Y'all holler at me while I'm here. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm open. I don't bite. So, but I thank y'all for dialoguing with me because I think it's important, to encourage each other and share our stories, share our pain, share with each other, with people who care. What you laughing at, AJ? You still here? I just knew you was gone. If y'all want to ask me anything, you can ask me now. If you want to say anything, put your input. It's your time while I'm here, because when I get in there, I'm loving on me. I'm loving on me. I don't bite, child. But I gotta protect yeah, yeah. Sometimes people think they do, and so it was something I was thinking about earlier when it's your job to set boundaries. Sometimes we think because we done told a person our story and we done told them the pain, that we went through, we think that they won't hurt us, just because we done told them what we went through and they gonna have compassion, not to do it. But the wrong people will play on your emotions, and you have to be wise enough to see when people are in that energy so that you can protect yourself, because they not gonna tell you to stop if they're manipulative and they see that you're weak for them. They're not gonna say, "Oh no, don't give me that. Don't do that." They're just gonna take. So you can't expect them to not take it just because you're weak for them. That's your job to set boundaries. It's not nobody else's responsibility to set boundaries for you. It's your job to set boundaries. I never want to play the victim. I'm not blind. I say to pray for you, to encourage you, to help, but all that was in vain. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Give that energy to yourself, because sometimes we feel validated by feeling needed. That's why, a lot of insecure men looking for a woman that is weaker than them. That's right. They A lot of insecure men don't know what to do with a woman that's whole because she don't need them. And so he don't know what to do. He don't have no weak emotions to play off of. She's strong. So, and he's weak. And so it's kind of like he feel like he's not needed. A lot of insecure men and maybe insecure women probably do it too. I don't know. But I definitely know that an insecure man is looking for an insecure woman. So that's right. Making you feel like it's you and not them. That's right. So you got to have enough self love and keep on learning that new knowledge so that when you recognize this red flag, that that's right. That's right. So that's why when soon as you see it, you know you in for a ride if you stay in it. You know you in for a ride. Yeah, they insecure, so now they got to break you down. Because how else can they control you if they don't get in your head? They got to get in your head by breaking you down through making you feel like you're not beautiful enough, or making you feel like you're not smart enough, or playing on your emotions. They're doing this over time, breaking you down. And so once you recognize, okay, he got toxicity in him. When he try to play on me and start trying to slip in these slick comments to try to break me down and make me feel like I'm stupid and that I ain't beautiful. And if I stay in this here, I will be feeling weak. I will. It will change how I see myself if I continue to listen to this. So let me remove myself. He's not good for me. He ain't good for me, and I'm not gonna try to change it. They do because they operating from their wound. They're not operating from love. He operating from his wound. So, like I said, if he can break you down and make you feel like you need him, you'll never leave him. And that's how like you say, narcissistic or whatever. They want you in a place to where you feel like you can't make it without them. Yeah. But I'm proud of for having the strength to finally get to a place where you can water yourself so that you can flourish. You can't flourish under toxicity. You can't flourish under toxicity, under the wrong leadership. Mm-mm. If I spot, you use your words to try to break me down, you're not the one for me. Mm-mm. Nah. All your action. You got a certain issue that ain't healthy and it's detrimental to us having a healthy relationship. I gotta go because I can't do it alone. It take two. It take two people working on themselves and trying to lift and add to each other to make this thing work. And if you operating from a broken place, mm-mm, it's a place for me. Yeah, it's healing and a peace of mind. So that's why I'm not in no rush to be in a relationship. I'm not in a rush. Uh, I know how to love me. I've been in a relationship from 19 years old. I got married at 19, all the way to 36, 37 years old. That's a long time. Most of my adult life was spent in a relationship. I need this time to me, you know. I need this time to heal and learn and grow. And just learn how to function without, you know, I do need to seek counseling. I will be reaching. That's fine. Holler at me whenever you want to holler at me. My mentor.life /sheiatkins. Holler at me. And if you're willing to do the work, you're going to heal. And your life going to change. You just got to be willing and ready to do what you got to do, to make the sacrifice, to invest into your health. And I can't stress this enough. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word. So every day it needs to be some word going into your ear and into your spirit, because that's how you strengthen your faith. And then you need to be talking to God, because that's where our help comes from. That's where our strength comes from. That's where our peace comes from. So, it's a lot of things, the mundane things we got to do every day. Your life gonna change. So I'm waiting on you. I'm ready for you whenever you're ready. I'm ready. Anybody else got anything to say? Want to pitch in and say anything about closure, or you know, give yourself closure. Know that God closed the door for a reason. What they say, let their behavior be your closure. Let knowing that you deserve better be your closure. That should give you the strength to walk away, knowing that you deserve better. They say sometimes holding on is more painful than letting go. You got to know that. Well, I think I might have been repeating myself and over, but it sounds good. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Be encouraged. Um, Amen. God gonna honor that. God gonna honor that. And I just speak peace to your soul. I speak peace and rest to your spirit. Peace to your mind. And may you begin to continue to see yourself through the eyes of Christ. May you no longer see yourself through the eyes of people who didn't treat you right. But may from this day forward, you begin to see yourself through the eyes of Christ. May you see yourself as a masterpiece. May you see yourself as valuable. May you see yourself as worthy of honesty from a man, worthy of love, healthy love. May you begin to see that. May you begin to expect it, manifest it, and may you begin to give it to yourself. So be encouraged. Know that you are a queen. Know that you are lovable. Know that you are worthy. You are worthy. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm just kind of staying tuned into the spirit. Whatever he put on my heart, that's what I'm going to talk about. But all right, y'all. I'm going to go love on me. All right, Kid Lynn. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. And I'll be talking to you soon. And I always be forgetting to put this banner up right here. sheiatkins.com to book me. mymentor.life /sheiatkins. If you want to book me for coaching on self-love, healing after a breakup or divorce. You need some help and some encouragement? Holla at me. All right, y'all. I'm finna get on up out of here. Bye.